false positive rate. CDC was very focused on trying to get as accurate as they possibly could. That meant it took longer, and we don't have the tests out. The tests are more accurate, but we don't have the testing numbers that we need at the moment that we needed it, which was last week. So now we're still struggling to be able to catch up on testing all over the country. Multiple other labs, multiple universities are all also coming on board. In fact, it's interesting, multiple other countries are also developing their own testing processes. In the days ahead, we will be able to catch up on the testing. That any American could be able to get testing, but for now, it's limited. In states like my state in Oklahoma, where the virus is beginning its acceleration, we were late to actually get to the virus coming to Oklahoma, but now the virus is there, it starts to accelerate. And testing is exceptionally important to us, as it is to everyone else. The Department of Transportation is engaged on things like waivers for hours of service to allow the movement of goods all over the country, dealing with livestock and with food. There's been a big push from just about every retailer in the country to make sure they're cleaning facilities more and being open and accessible, doing hours early in the morning for those in the most vulnerable populations, so they're not shopping with people that may have the virus and don't even know it. There's been a shift around the entire country to encourage people to telework or to be able to find ways to be able to separate out in their place of work. All of these things have occurred just in the last few months. Beginning again to say, 3 months ago, none of us knew this term or this virus existed. All this has happened extremely rapidly. 3 weeks ago, Congress and the President agreed on a proposal. It was a wide bipartisan proposal to be able to deal with additional funding for testing, additional funding for the vaccine development, additional funding for state and local departments of health to be able to make sure they're taking care of that. My own state in Oklahoma has already received almost $7 million to be able to help in what's happening in our county, and we are in desperate need of those dollars to be able to get that done. Vaccine development is already in human trials now. It's in phase 1. It will take multiple months to be able to get that done, but we have already begun that process, and that's important to us. The bill that was on the floor today dealt with multiple helpful things. It expands SNAP, what some people still call food stamps, but it's supplemental nutrition. It's assistance for those families. It's an expansion of that. It also deals with unemployment insurance benefits. Be able to make sure those are staying consistent and those get extended out to people that are going to need it, because in the past week, unemployment has dramatically increased all over the country. And in the days ahead, when we'll be able to see the numbers, we'll see the difference of what's happened this week versus the week before versus the week before that. The struggle is my phones have been filled with one other element that's in that bill, and that deals with a mandate on small businesses for sick leave. Small businesses in my state are closed. Many retailers and restaurants, many small businesses are really struggling with how they're going to pay for this when they have no income coming in right now. They're hearing the promise of a federal reimbursement coming to them, but they don't know when that's coming, and they're literally teetering on the edge right now. And their struggle is, please don't do something that pushes us over the edge. We need help, but we don't need a bureaucracy that's going to be slow to respond, or a way that's actually going to get us some help, but help that comes to us too late. In these terrifying words that I've heard from multiple employers, I cannot make it with that structure. I'm going to have to lay people off and hope to be able to hire them back when this all ends.